Today, December 12, 2020, we celebrate the 30th Foundation Day of PAREF Rosehill School. We had a Eucharistic celebration in the Mary the Queen Chapel this morning. We hope you were inspired by that. Rosehill started as a small school in Quezon City. It has now become a beautiful campus in Mission Hills, Antipolo. Rosehill has produced a total of 17 batches, and the first batch graduated in 2003. We are very blessed to have alumni who continue to contribute their time and talents to Rosehill. We hope you enjoyed this video edited by Kring Espinelli, Batch 2018, produced by Karen Fernandez, Batch 2007, with the special participation of Sofia Roque, Batch 2010. The video features the most important milestones in Rosehill's 30 years that brought us to where we are today.
PAREF Rosehill Vision, Mission, and Core Values. Vision. We educate men and women of character who strive to live according to the Christian ideal, do their work extraordinarily well, and positively impact their families, nation, and the world. Mission. We are a community of schools committed to support parents who are the primary educators of their children by providing personal integral education in pursuit of academic excellence and a life of virtue. The core values: service to God and others, love for the truth, order and hard work, optimism and cheerfulness. PAREF Rosehill seal and school motto. The gold color shows the value encompassing the education the school provides. The blue background refers to the nobility of the undertaking. The Vinta, an ancient Filipino watercraft, symbolizes the role of the school in every student's journey towards a life of knowledge and wisdom. The 3 stars symbolize the guiding principles in the PAREF Rosehill education: parents, teachers, and students. The green hill signifies the fertile hills of Antipolo and the arduous but worthwhile climb in the quest for excellence. The red background signifies the school's affinity to life, living it vibrantly while nurturing others. The 2 roses signify femininity and strength. The big and small roses symbolize genuine sisterhood in Rosehill. The school motto, in Latin, Duco Servio, means I lead, I serve. "30 milestones over 30 years. In 1990, PAREF Rosehill School opened its doors to its first 40 students of boys and girls with ages 3 to 4 years old at the corner of Esteban Abada and B. Gonzalez Streets in Quezon City. The first executive director was Mrs. Cecilia Bautista Fajardo.
In 1991, Rosehill opened its grade school level for girls.
In 1992, Rosehill started construction of the primary building and the preschool classrooms in Antipolo City. In 1993, Rosehill moved to its definitive site inside Mission Hills subdivision, Antipolo City. It is a 2-hectare property donated by the Gotianun family. In 1998, Rosehill completed its preschool and elementary offering. The second executive director, Ms. Gigi Plana, was appointed. In 1999, Rosehill started its secondary or 4-year high school offering. In 2000, it was opportune to separate the preschool operations from the elementary operations. The third executive director, Ms. Gina R. Rama, was appointed. In 2001, the first ever Rosehill musical entitled It Was a Journey was staged. In 2003, the first batch of high school students graduated, installed the Rosehill Gym. In 2005, the first wing of high school building was constructed. In 2007, the U-shaped high school building was completed. In 2008, the second Rosehill musical, a Christmas musical entitled It's a Wonderful Time of the Year, was staged in Camp Aguinaldo Theatre. In 2009, the third Rosehill musical, another Christmas musical entitled All I Want for Christmas, was staged in Camp Aguinaldo Theatre. In 2010, Rosehill celebrated its 20th anniversary with a solemn Eucharistic procession. In 2010, Rosehill hosted the first ever Antipolo Cooking Festival dubbed as Antipolo Cook Fest. This was participated in by students from neighboring schools, St. John's Wort Montessori School, Montessori Integrated School of Antipolo, and of course, from PAREF Rosehill School. In 2010, the fourth Rosehill musical was staged in RCBC Theatre in Makati. This original musical entitled Dear Holly was written by Rosehill students Ina Barameda and Lilay Macaventa. In 2011, the first ever fashion musical entitled Rosehill Runway was staged in December 2011. It was participated in by Rosehill moms, alumni, and students, and songs were rendered by Rosehill dads and some parents. In November 2011, Rosehill staged a block screening of the movie There Be Dragons, a movie about the life of Saint Josemaria Escriva. In 2012, the first ever family fun run entitled Earth Run was held inside the Mission Hill subdivision. It was dubbed as a family fun run for a cause, Save Mother Earth by walking and running. In 2012, the construction of Rosehill's Mary the Queen Chapel started in July 2012. It was completed in December 2012 through the generous help and donations of DMCI, Rosehill parents and friends. In 2013, the blessing of the Mary the Queen Chapel and the dedication of the altar was held on January 9, 2013. This was officiated by Bishop of Antipolo, Bishop Gabriel Reyes. In March 2013, the first ever Rosehill School Fair entitled Ascend was held together with a variety and talent show dubbed as Flair. In 2014, Rosehill opened a drop-off pickup point inside the Rosehill campus for a one-way flow of traffic. In January 2014, the second Rosehill School Fair entitled Prism was held with a variety and talent show Spectrum. This aimed to put the color back after the damage done in some parts of the country by Typhoon Yolanda. In 2015, Rosehill started the automated, integrated online registration and enrollment of students via PAREF's IT Shared Services Project. The attendance monitoring system, the clinic monitoring system, and the online viewing of grades were also launched in 2015. In 2015, Rosehill celebrated its 25th anniversary with its fifth musical play, The Sun Comes Out Tomorrow, an adaptation of Annie. It was staged in Camp Aguinaldo Theatre. A joint family day and school fair entitled Scintilla Fair was also held to celebrate Rosehill's anniversary. The continuing outreach for Tolosa Leyte community was launched by Rosehill students via Soul for a Soul, a fund drive to provide shoes for school children in that community. It was also during this year that we had teachers or visitors from Fomento School who, along with Rosehill alumni, helped in the summer outreach for Tolosa teachers. In 2016, Rosehill opened the senior high school program with two academic strands, General Academic Strand and Humanities and Social Sciences Strand. Renovated the Rosehill cafeteria for a modern industrial look. In 2017, Rosehill completed the reinforced fence and open canal with the help of DMCI. The library and the senior high school classrooms were likewise renovated. Block screenings of two movies, My Little Pony and Star Wars, generated funds for the completion of the fence project. In 2018, Rosehill completed the concrete road inside the Rosehill campus with the help of DMCI. In March 2018, Rosehill's fourth school fair entitled Layag was held together with a variety show called The Luzon. The first batch of senior high school program graduated in April 2018. The fourth executive director, Ms. Maria Teresa R. Marcelo, was appointed. In 2019, Rosehill classrooms were fully air-conditioned starting the school year. Additional dining tables with parasols were also installed. A color run entitled Flashback was held in March 2019. The sixth Rosehill musical along the Yellow Brick Road, an adaptation of The Wizard of Oz, was staged in Cap Aguinaldo Theatre in December 2019. In 2020, the formal liturgical reception of the first-class relic Examplines of Saint Jose Maria Escriva was celebrated by Bishop of Antipolo, Bishop Francisco de Leon at the Mary the Queen Chapel of January 9, 2020. In 2020, Rosehill started construction of the three-story Arts and Science building. The ground blessing was held during the Family Day on February 8, and this was officiated by Monsignor Carlos Estrada, the Regional Vicar of Opus Dei in the Philippines and Indonesia. In 2020, amidst the COVID-19 global pandemic and health emergency, which does not allow face-to-face classes, Rosehill offered its first ever RISE online learning program. RISE stands for Reinvent, Innovate, Support, and Enrich. We reinvent teaching and learning with technology, innovate towards learning 21st century skills, support with feedback and communication, and enrich education through integral formation.
It's wonderful to see how Rosehill has grown over the years. A big part of Rosehill's success is its alumni. Our alumni have gone to the top universities and have become successful in their chosen professions. They are leaders in their respective fields, both here and abroad. And in fact, we have an alumna all the way from Netherlands who is giving us a special message. She is Isa Abrilio Valete from the Pioneer Batch of 2003. In Rosehill, Isa was a consistent gold awardee, a volleyball varsity member, and a student council leader. Currently, she is the Senior Global Sustainability Manager for Unilever in Netherlands, where she resides with her husband Marvin and her son Aki.
Hi, happy 30th anniversary, Rosehill. I can't believe it's been 30 years. I still really remember vividly all the experiences I had in the school, from when we were in QC to when we actually moved to Antipolo, and it was very happy times. I'll always be grateful to Rosehill and the teachers and mentors that I had there for giving me a great education, for helping guide me in my most formative years to figuring out the kind of person I want to be. And I think most especially grateful for finding and being with people who have become lifelong friends for all my classmates. So I really wish for the school to continue on despite all the challenges that everybody is facing today. And I wish you luck. Take care.
Wow! It's so inspiring to hear from our ates. They have truly imbibed the school's motto, Duco Servio, I lead, I serve. Speaking of leadership, let us hear from our school's executive director, Miss Maria Teresa R. Marcelo, as she extends her greetings to the PAREF Rosehill family.
Here's to the ones we got. Memories of the 90s when Rosehill families all the way from QC began driving up to Antipolo to bring their daughters, bring back memories to this extraordinary year of uninterrupted batches of Rosehill students coming now from many more places in Rizal. These memories bring us back to the wonderful journey of the Rosehill family at 30. Playing in the background is the familiar song Memories, from which I borrow some lines. Toast to the ones here today. Toast to the ones we lost along the way. You will witness shortly the greetings of the current Rosehill parents, staff, teachers, and students. We remember fondly everyone who has been a part of the Rosehill journey. Though quite a few have preceded us to the next life, this year, for instance, our dear teachers, Ofi Garcia and JB Santuyo, we have not lost anyone at all along the way. Once a part of Rosehill, you shall always be in our hearts. Allow me to borrow one last line from the song Memories. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you are not. The COVID-19 pandemic has prevented us from celebrating this anniversary in the way we were accustomed to. But let us all be of good cheer. With this anniversary, we are ushering in many more years of fruitfulness, fun, friendship, and service among all in the Rosehill community and beyond. Cheers, everyone!
We students haven't been able to see the school campus, our teachers, fellow classmates, and friends during this pandemic. But the current situation has not stopped us from sending our love and greetings for Rosehill's 30th anniversary. Congratulations, Rosehill!
Teachers, they help us learn a lot. They teach me well.
Teachers who teaches us good things and for being patient and kind at all times.
Playground. The playground. I love the playground and the library. The class and the teachers and the playground. To study.
It is amazingly fun.
It always makes me happy. because of the people and the places there. To meet new friends. I make new friends. I meet new friends and people kind there. I meet new friends. Make new friends. My classmates are kind to me. I also met lots of friends in Rosehill. We have lots of friends.
I love my whole school because it makes me feel good and loved.
I like the gym.
The gym. The gym.
It is where we do our activities, and that is where I play with my friends. Because you can do all sorts of stuff in there, like eating your lunch, hanging with friends, or even playing games. And I can also scream there whenever I want. It is also a nice place to stay while waiting for my daddy to pick me up.
You can run around and play when there's no volleyball.
Library.
The library. The library.
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 The library.
The library.
The library.
Library because it is full of interesting information.
Because there is a wide selection of books to read.
It is also not noisy so I can concentrate.
It is cold and quiet, and I can read there in peace.
There's so many books and pieces of knowledge on the shelves that I can use to better myself, to better my family, to better my school and my country.
The classroom.
The classroom.
The classroom.
The classroom.
The classroom.
The classroom, because that is where we learn and play games for reviewing.
It's a place where all my classes and teachers come together as a family.
Canteen. The canteen.
The canteen.
The canteen.
Canteen.
The canteen.
The canteen. I like the canteen because there's a lot of space there to eat with my friends.
It's where my friends and I all gather together and make happy memories.
That was where I got to spend the most time with my best friend Diana.
The lunch ladies there are very nice and kind.
And the food there is good.
I like the chapel.
Chapel. The chapel because it's the quietest place in school and it's where I go to pray every morning.
I also like this place because it's where I can pray for other people and buy property. It is also nice and quiet so we can focus when we talk to God. It's where I can strengthen my relationship with God.
Intrams. I was able to learn how to cooperate with my teammates through competition.
I get to compete with my friends and play my favorite sports.
Because I love how everyone is so invested in it.
Family day.
Family day.
Intrams and family day.
Family day because we get to bond with our teammates and learn a lot from each other.
I love the intensity, competitiveness, and so much more of each teammate and each team.
The school plays because we get to celebrate the anniversaries of Rosehill and we get to showcase our talents.
The fair because that's when everyone is so happy and excited about everything and everyone gets together along with their families.
Christmas party because I get to give gifts, receive gifts, and have food with my classmates.
Sing on the week up because I really love all the performances and how our culture reflects in these, and also especially preparing for it because I really like practicing and bonding with the class, also making the choreography and concepts for the performances.
Humanities week because I love watching the plays of the other batches.
The fair because I get to hang out with my friends and we get to enjoy the different rides, the different booths and attractions. And I also really love listening to the different singers and bands in the variety show.
Linggo ng Wika because I enjoy watching each batch's performances and also because of the amazing food that we get to eat and share that day.
Eucharistic procession, mainly because the decoration process is really fun. And even if everything gets ruined in the end, it's still worth it because it's all for our Lord.
The term exam week because it's a time where the student body is united, although through stress.
Humanities Week because I really enjoy watching the other batches perform their plays.
At Linggo ng Wika because we get to celebrate our traditions and culture.
Rosehill taught me that there is value in doing little things that can cause big and positive impacts. Doing a small act of service can put a smile on someone's face, and everybody doing their part can also make the world a better place.
You taught me to never give up and to keep striving forward. Because failing doesn't necessarily mean that you've lost everything, that you can't get back up again. Because you always have a choice, to give up or to keep moving forward. Because failing just proves that you have more room for improvement. And failing should be a lesson to you. Because everything doesn't always go your way. And
everyone should learn that we always have that moment that we have to decide whether we have to keep moving forward or to not.
For the past 12 years, Rosehill has been my second home, and I've learned how to be open in my academics and my personal matters. Rosehill taught me the core values and virtues that I still practice to today and enhanced my character development as a student and as a child of God. They've also taught me to put God first because He's our source of guidance and our helping hand.
Rosehill has taught me things that made me the person I am today. Rosehill has taught me to become more sociable, more open-minded, and has helped me adjust to the things around me, and has opened new opportunities for me to try.
From the many lessons I've learned from Rosehill, the value of guidance is one of the most important. Since Rosehill has provided all its students with mentors, it makes one realize that she cannot go through life alone. She needs guidance and support from the others.
Rosehill has taught me to do my best in everything that I do. This is not just simply about doing my best in my schoolwork, but also in my tasks at home and wherever I may be.
That a great leader is someone who's genuinely compassionate, kind, honest, and sees her ordinary duties as acts of service towards God and the community.
Rosehill has taught me not only how to become an excellent student, but also how to become a woman of virtue. It taught me the significance of serving others even in the smallest of ways.
That everything that I do, as a student, a daughter, as a friend, if done for the service of God and others, is always worthwhile.
Rosehill has taught me the true value of hard work. We strive, not only for our own benefits or for the sake of achieving, but so that we may help others reach their full potential and bring them closer to God. We each have a role and responsibility in our communities, and here in Rosehill, I've learned to always give back to mine.
Happy 30th anniversary, Rosehill. Happy
30th anniversary,
Rosehill! Happy 30th anniversary, Rosehill!
Happy 30th anniversary, Rosehill!
Woohoo!
Happy 30th anniversary, Rosehill!
Happy
30th anniversary,
Rosehill!
Happy 30th
Anniversary,
Rosehill!
Happy 30th anniversary, Rosehill! Happy 30th anniversary, Rosehill!
Happy 30th anniversary, Rosehill!
We also take this opportunity to recognize and congratulate all the students who have made us proud with their hard work and excellence. Thank you to our schoolmates who have represented our school in competitions. We also thank our school's varsity members who have never failed in upholding true sportsmanship. We are so proud of you all. Our teachers have been doing their best to provide the students with the best education. It may not have been easy these past months, but they sure have worked hard so the students can learn. Let's listen to what our dear teachers have to say.
Favorite memory of Rosehill is the day I applied as a teacher. It was my first time seeing the school and it felt light and happy talking to Mancom. I also remember liking the ambience of Rosehill very much.
Happy 30th anniversary, Rosehill! I'm so lucky to be part of the Rosehill family. And my greatest memory that I have in Rosehill is to encounter the people who are very caring, understand everyone's situation, equally. And the most important is knowing God that He is always on our side. Again, happy 30th anniversary, Rosehill!
I don't really have a single favorite memory in Rosehill. There's not a single one because for me, when I look back, it seems that every day is a memorable and a happy one. But my favorite time of the year in Rosehill is during Christmas time, where we have the auxiliary Christmas parties that the students prepare for the staff, the students' Christmas parties in the classroom where they play games and eat together, and then of course the faculty Christmas parties at night. I really like those parties because you can really feel the warmth, the love, and everybody treats each other like family. Happy 30th anniversary, Rosehill!
Happy 30th anniversary, Rosehill! One of my favorite memories of being with this school would definitely be the Wizard of Oz play last year. It was truly heartwarming to see the kids be so dedicated in their practices and performance.
One of my happiest memories in Rosehill is when I see my students applying what they learn outside the classroom. I taught art last year, and one of their projects is making woven coasters, like this. Sometime after the projects were submitted, about 2 to 3 students approached me saying they enjoyed the project so much that instead of making one coaster, they bought yarn and made coasters for each of their family members. I think that is a good, though simple application of what we teach in Rosehill. Learning is not meant to just stay in school, but that it should be taken with them wherever they go, whether it be at home or out in the world. Students should let their learning transform them not only to be good students, but to be good people. That attitude that Rosehill guides the students to acquire is what I love most about Rosehill.
My favorite memory in Rosehill is Family Day. I just love seeing everyone with their families, cheering for each other, playing and eating together. It makes me happy seeing all this. This is PAREF, a family for families. Happy 30th, Rosehill!
A favorite memory of Rosehill that I have would be that day, 2 days after the memorable color run. I brought to school with me several aching body parts and an aching mind as a hangover from organizing that school event, and that was the biggest project I handled in school in my short years in Rosehill. And I remember in particular entering the faculty room, welcomed by the applause of my co-teachers, congratulating me and Ms. Clarino for organizing that event. That was a favorite memory that I had because at that moment, I felt the affirmation and appreciation of my teachers, who were not just my colleagues, but also my family. And that I will always remember the warmth in Rosehill.
Happy anniversary, Rosehill. You've opened a lot of doors and opportunities for a lot of people for the past 30 years. May God continue to bless each and one of us. Happy anniversary, Rosehill.
Happy 30th anniversary, Rosehill. My favorite memory of Rosehill is being able to bond with the different members of the Rosehill community, my co-teachers, my students, the school staff, and the parents.
Happy 30th anniversary, Rosehill! My most memorable experience in Rosehill was when we almost won last 24th Women's Volleyball League 13 and Under Development Division. Sayang, kami na sana yon.
Working in Rosehill is like traveling in a faraway place. I am just reminiscing the places we visited. Canyon Woods, Tagaytay, Baguio City, Coron, Palawan, Bohol, and others. 70s Christmas party, awesome! Just having fun, relaxing, chill, sharing the laughter with colleagues. These are just some of my favorites in Rosehill. And the best thing of all is my personal journey towards doing ordinary things, patiently doing routinary work, extraordinarily well. Rosehill, happy 30th anniversary! Cheers!
For me, I see them very creative. You give them something to do and they will really give their all for the things that they're asked to do. And also, one of the things that I've learned from the students is they're always game to be of service. So they really show the school motto, I lead, I serve.
One thing that I learned from my students is being energetic is something that has to be fostered throughout life. Their energy is very infectious and it encourages me to be more hardworking and be energetic in all that I do. And another thing that I learned from my students is their creativity. I'm happy that they're able to contribute different ideas and are able to come up with a more wonderful project every time they work together and use their creativity.
My experience with Rosehill students made me discover that fun and learning go together. I realized that they are eager to learn and want to give their best in what they do. Despite the many requirements they had to meet, I witnessed how they put their heart in fulfilling them. As I impart the knowledge and help them apply what they learned, I have come to discover that it is very important to have a heart of understanding. Each one is unique and each one deserves to be appreciated. As I motivate them in my classes, they motivate me to become a better teacher.
Happy 30th anniversary, Rosehill! So one lesson that I've learned from my students is that to always have hope. That each child is like a flower who will bloom on her own time. That's it! Happy anniversary again! Bye!
In the many things I have learned from my primary students, the best one was their simplicity. I tell them about God's love for them, but in the end, I would realize that they're the ones actually teaching me that because of their questions and responses, which are so innocent and very inspiring and amazing. And that's why I cannot remember a time that I did not feel excited meeting them in the class, even during this time of pandemic.
One of the things that I really like about teaching is that even if my main task is to teach my students, I also get to learn from them. I gain insights whenever I interact with my students, and among the things that I learned from Rosebuds, I think my favorite would be determination and finding the joy in every task. There are times when Rosebuds really find it difficult to finish a task in school, find it hard and challenging to do an activity, but you see that they never give up and they're very determined to give their best. And most of all, the important thing is that they do it with joy. You see their smiles, you see them laugh whenever they're together working on a task, and you see them care for each other. So I think it's a very good mindset to have.
For the past 3.5 years of being a teacher in Rosehill, I have learned a lot of things from my students. I learned how to be patient and to give my best in teaching. The students inspire me to give my best as I see that they are putting effort in everything that they do. Each one of them is actually ready to share what they know to their classmates who are struggling. I can see their sisterhood and the bond they form as they spend time with each other at school. Students in Rosehill are not afraid to face challenges because they know that their fellow Rosebuds, teachers, mentors, and especially parents are there to support and to guide them. Happy 30th, Rosehill!
As a music teacher, I see my students as having not only great talent and creativity, but also the attitude of always rising up to the challenge to achieve their full potential through hard work and perseverance, especially when they are passionate about what they are doing. My students inspire me to love my work and always strive to be the best that I can be.
Happy 30th anniversary, Rosehill! So one lesson that I learned from my students is to be simple and to be grateful. I believe that those are the reasons for their smiles and their cheerful attitude.
Every day we see our students, and one thing I learned from them is the enthusiasm towards learning. You see, they're just happy little human beings, but they're full of energy and they're very active. They are so much willing to discover and explore a lot of things with excitement, and seeing them like that is a reminder to just do your best in everything that you do while you also enjoy doing it. They taught me to be positive, optimistic, and just put a smile on my face as I conquer my day.
What I continuously learn from my students is to focus at the now and to enjoy the process of relearning things that I continuously forget. I also learned how to be simple with my conversations. I love that my students and I could have the simplest and silliest conversations, and we will all just laugh our hearts out. Thank you, Rosehill. Happy 30th anniversary!
Small gestures make big impact. That is one thing I have learned from our students in Rosehill. Little things they do for us make such a big difference. They make our day when they compliment us for a new haircut, new shoes or heels, or new shade of lipstick. They tell us how pretty we are on our best days and how tired we look on our bad ones and ask us if we are okay. They greet us with big smiles on their faces, in their energetic voices, and hug us tightly whenever they see us in the hallway. These little gestures make our stay in Rosehill worthwhile.
One lesson that I have learned from students is that we as teachers need to have fun while teaching. How we teach and how we deliver the lessons magnifies their learning. Happy anniversary, Rosehill!
Through my observations and conversations with my students, I learned to appreciate and enjoy littlest things of nature, such as rocks which can be used to play games and fruits which can be used to do arts and crafts.
Rosehill has been my family away from home for almost 2 decades now. As my wish for my own family, I pray that Rosehill continue to have its steady growth and to touch more families of today and in the future. It has touched mine. Congratulations, Rosehill, on your 30th anniversary.
Happy 30th anniversary, Rosehill. I'm really grateful that I was able to come back and be part of one big, happy, and supportive family once again. All the best for the next 30 years. Thank you, Rosehill.
I wasn't always a teacher, but I guess I always wanted to be one. And I thank Rosehill for giving me a chance to live my dream. Working with kids and mentoring them, challenging yet rewarding experience. So, I hope Rosehill will continue to make dreams come true for the next 30 or more years to come. Congratulations!
Happy anniversary, Rosehill! I wish and I pray that we go, grow, and glow in the coming years in the love of God and knowing that we are gifts to one another. We are reciprocal gifts to one another. Go, Rosehill! Go like never before!
Happy 30th anniversary, Rosehill. I wish all the...
Thank you for all the virtues you've taught me. It guided me to become a better person, a better teacher, and a better mom. Happy anniversary, Rosehill, my second home.
Thank you, Rosehill. Happy 30th anniversary. God bless.
I've spent many years in Rosehill. I thank God. I've been so blessed to be here. Trust, kindness, understanding make us do our task well. Support comes from all. A smile, a cheerful greeting, simple question like, how are you doing? A request, please pray for my petition. Or at times when you make a mistake, they would say, it's okay, it's okay. It echoes. Try to listen to that sometime and you do better. You level up. Just because the MANCOM, the teachers, the staff, the parents, the students, everyone cares. We found a family in Rosehill. At times when the burden is heavy, our Rosehill family makes it light. And so we continue the spirit that binds us in Rosehill. We uphold academic excellence and character. We do our part happily for our students, our parents, and for us as a whole. More power, Rosehill. To God be the glory. Happy 30th anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Rosehill! Happy 30th!
I'm so happy and so grateful that I have been part of this school for quite a number of years. I pray that it will continue to grow and prosper, especially in educating and forming young women.
Congratulations on celebrating 30 wonderful years of learning and growth. Wishing Rosehill the very best in the future. Happy anniversary, Rosehill!
Everyone, I'd like to wish all of you a very happy 30th anniversary of PAREF Rosehill. Continue to be attentive, obedient, and diligent students.
Congratulations on celebrating 30 years of excellence and providing quality education. I'm wishing Rosehill a continued success in the future. Happy anniversary, Rosehill!
Happy 30th anniversary, Rosehill. Those things I have learned that my students have far more to contribute to my class than I ever will. How important positive feedback and recognition is. Everyone is different. Everyone has their own pace of learning where it can shape my teaching strategies and know how to listen more.
Happy 30th anniversary, Rosehill. May you continue to grow, inspire, and touch more lives of students, parents, teachers, and staff. Thank you so much. It has been a real blessing to be part of this wonderful institution.
Thank you, Rosehill. Happy 30th!
Happy 30th, Rosehill!
Happy
30th anniversary, Rosehill! Happy 30th anniversary, Rosehill!
Happy 30th, Rosehill! Yay!
Rosehill is not Rosehill without our staff and auxiliary. Thank you to all the ates and kuyas and all the staff of Rosehill who have generously given their service to the school. We also recognize in particular one member of the staff, Mrs. Grace Baldomar, who has worked in Rosehill since its foundation in 1990. Happy 30th anniversary to Miss Grace. Thank you for your dedication and service to our school.
memorable times in Rosehill when we were just starting? Well, it was in D. Gonzales, and it's in the metro. It's fun in there, but the one thing bad about it, we've got few enrollees because we're not known and we're surrounded by big universities like Ateneo and Piria. We only stayed there for 3 years, and then after that we moved it here in our permanent site in Antipolo. When we got here, it was a bit scary because when you see the place, it's all tall grasses like the talahibs and a lot of cows. I can't even imagine myself staying in here because it's far from that. No, it's really a probinsya. But after all, I'm still here. The kids naman, they're nice. The parents are also very cooperative. Everybody is easy to get along with. Another memorable thing that I will never forget the rest of my life is when we get accident. I was hit by a truck and I broke my 2 legs. The school was very supportive with my situation. The parents, the kids, and everyone else offered prayers for my speedy recovery. The kids even made cards to brighten my day or letters wishing me to get well. I felt the love and care, and true enough, after 6 months, I was able to get back to my own self. There, I realized that I still have my mission here because I was able to come back here in Rosehill despite I broke my 2 legs. The memories also of the outing in Baguio, Batangas, Zambales, etc. It was all fun. Moreover, Rosehill will also prepare you to better your job by sending you to seminars to help you grow as a person. They will also educate and train you to adapt to the new situations, at the same time, strengthen your relationship with the Lord. Through doctrinal classes, recollections, and retreats. I have learned to offer everything that I do to our Lord and have this positive thinking. So to Rosehill, congratulations. May we'll have another 30 more fruitful years together.
One thing Rosehill prides herself in is the way that she fosters a community that is socially responsible and giving. This is especially seen in our annual medical and dental mission, where Rosehill transforms into a help center for Mahabang Parang, a barangay close to school. We thank everyone involved, doctors, nurses, and volunteers who dedicate their time serving those most in need. You remind us to pursue the spirit of service. Many in the Rosehill community have been through tragic situations. Typhoon Ondoy in 2009 and just last month, Typhoon Ulysses. We continue to extend our prayers and service to those who have suffered these calamities. We thank the parents, teachers, students, and staff for heeding our call for donations and responding to the needs not only of the Rosehill family, but also of our friends in our neighboring communities. PAREF, which stands for Parents for Education Foundation, believes that parents are the primary educators of their children. It is but fitting that we hear a message from the parents, in particular from members of the Parent Council.
Congratulations, Rosehill.
We are one with the Rosehill community in celebrating 30 years of homeschool partnership.
We are grateful for our daughters
to be part of the school's personal integral formation.
We are thankful to all the parents for your valued support and
active collaboration throughout these years.
May we continue to grow all together as one family.
gold, red, blue, and green.
On behalf of all the parents, happy anniversary
to each and everyone in our Rosehill family.
We lead,
we
serve.
Good morning, everyone. We are from Colombia, South America. We have been expatriated by my company and we arrived to the Philippines in August 2019. When we arrived to the Philippines, Rosehill received us with open arms and open hearts. Rosehill helped us not only with the school matters, but also with personal ones. And at that time, Rosehill became part of our family in the Philippines. We know that if we need something, we can count on Rosehill's principal, teachers, and with the rest of the staff, of course, and with the other families that are part of Rosehill family. We have grown as persons, as family, and as Catholics with Rosehill's help. We have never regret being part of Rosehill's family. On the contrary, we are very happy, we are very proud, and we are very grateful with all the good things that Rosehill has given us. Why choose Rosehill and not any other school?
First, Rosehill is a different kind of the school because it's the character and values formation. In Colombia, we came from a school that had the same formation from Opus Dei. It teaches our children how to choose what is good, how to respect others, and how to value their family. Most of all, they put God at the center of their lives and hearts. Second, with the pandemic, Rosehill makes it very easy for us to learn online. Even I enjoy learning English from the classes with my daughter. It's very organized and the teacher is very focused on the student and their tasks.
Why should we choose Rosehill and not other kinds of school? First, Rosehill always receives you with love and kindness. Second, if you're afraid to ask a question to the teacher, Rosehill will teach you how to not be afraid and you will be able to ask the question to the teacher. Third, if you did something bad to your friends will say, it's okay, no problem, let's go and play. Fourth, you should always remember that Rose is going to receive you with love and kindness. Thank you, bye. Hope to see you in Rosehill.
Welcome to Rosehill family, and we hope to see you at Rosehill. Thank you very much.
Several men and women from the roster of Rosehill parents served as chairman of the Rosehill board. Among them were Mr. Atelano, Mrs. Gina Angangco, Mrs. Marigel Manotok, and even our current PAREF president who used to chair the Rosehill board, Mr. Danny Moran. We acknowledge the valuable contribution the board has done for the Rosehill community. Now let's hear from the current chairman of the Rosehill Board of Trustees, Attorney Maria Michelle de Bonjudan.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the school board, I'm happy to celebrate with all of you the 30th anniversary of our beloved PAREF Rosehill School. We are grateful that we can virtually gather on this milestone anniversary. With God's grace, the school is proud to have produced several batches of graduates from a memorable group of 40 preschoolers way back in 1990. We sincerely thank all stakeholders in helping shape what PAREF Rosehill is today. We are especially indebted to the founding members of the Parents for Education Foundation, or PAREF, and the beloved trustees of the previous school boards, to parents who committed to the school philosophy, the previous and incumbent PAREF and school management, faculty, and staff, the alumni and current students, and last but definitely not the least, the current and past school chaplains. All these stakeholders work together to make PAREF Rosehill a reality in this part of Rizal. And this reality is described as personal integral formation, individualized mentoring, fruitful family enrichment, and meaningful community service carried out in, from, and with the school and her stakeholders. This wonderful journey of 30 years will not be possible without the untiring and generous efforts of the members of the Parents for Education Foundation, or PAREF, most especially its founding members and the trustees of the previous school boards of PAREF Rosehill. PAREF is a non-profit foundation formed in March 1976, establishing and operating several schools in our country, and is affiliated with a network of schools sharing the same philosophy across the globe. PAREF continues to believe that the parents are the primary educators of their children, guiding them to learn good habits at home, and then these good habits are reinforced in a nurturing school environment. As Pope Francis said, education is not about knowing things or taking lessons, but about being able to use three lingos, those of the head, of the heart, and of the hands. Learning so that you can think what you feel and do, so that you can feel what you think and do, and you can do what you feel and think. Unity within the person. And this personal integral education from preschool to senior high school is what PAREF Rosehill has been striving for through these years, centering on Jesus Christ and encouraging the practice of virtues. As you may know, our beloved school is inspired by the teachings of Saint Josemaria Escriva, the founder of Opus Dei. We continue our home-school collaboration among parents, school management, faculty, and an individual mentor for each student. We also continue to have a school for parents to assist them in their roles as primary educators. Various parenting and spousal relationship classes, peer coaching, parent assemblies, and other family activities are done to continually enrich the family. We are thankful that our alumni have made their mark in their families, places of work, and their bigger communities. Thank God that rosebuds continue to bloom and add beauty to wherever life has brought them. PAREF Rosehill also continues to reach out to the neighboring barangays, public schools, and families of school staff through regular outreach activities. With our lives in the hands of our loving Jesus, though with limited visibility nowadays, but with faith and hope amidst COVID, we now celebrate and say, cheers to more years for PAREF Rosehill. May she effectively instill her motto in the hearts, minds, and hands of all her stakeholders. I lead, I serve. Thank you, everyone, and happy anniversary to all of us.
Within the span of 30 years, Rosehill has had 3 chaplains, Father Aniban, Father Frankie Mabanta, who is now the head of the chaplaincy services of the whole PAREF system, and of course, Father Alex Colmero, our current chaplain. Father Colmero has a message for all of us.
Blessed Alvaro came to the Philippines 33 years ago. Now from heaven, he is obtaining many graces for us to be aware of the love of God for us and for us to correspond to this love and to spread this love in our families. 1 year after he came to the Philippines, I was asked by him if I could come. I gladly said yes, and then I stayed for the first time in the Philippines in a place along Katipunan, very close to Esteban Abada Street, where eventually, the following year, Rosehill began the service as the 13th school of PAREF. Then I remember I was very happy to see the kids entering the school, to hear their laughter, And I prayed for the fruit of that undertaking beginning. 30 years later, thanks God, the children of those children who attended are now attending, some of them, the activities of Rosehill in Antipolo. Now it is a new stage because aside from the 30th anniversary, it is also an opportunity to even be closer to, for the parents to be closer to the children with these online activities. If parents are always first, now parents can be even the first friends of their children, being very close to them at home. Friendship of the parents is essential. Why? Because, as the old saying goes, love conquers everything. And the love of God conquers all our miseries, conquers all our difficulties. Therefore, we have to be aware of God's love for us by praying, praying in a family. And also, we have to show love, and our love for others also conquers everything. Let us then pray now to Blessed Alvaro that this new stage in Rosehill be very fruitful for this simple purpose, for us to be more aware of God's love for us and for the families to spread this love within the family by praying together.
Mr. Danny Moran, the chairman of the Parents for Education Foundation, has been helping Rosehill and all the PAREF schools for many, many years now. We will also be listening to a message from him. Mr. Moran, thank you for all you've done for PAREF.
Greetings, everyone. I want to greet everybody in the Rosehill community. A great congratulations on your 30th anniversary. You know, I have so many fond memories of Rosehill, and I'd like to share a few of these memories with you today. Well, we came to know Rosehill when our daughter Pauline started kindergarten in 1996. She's 29 years old now, lives in California, and works in the IT industry. Our second daughter, Pammy, started in 1999 in pre-kinder. She's 24 years old now and works as our marketing manager for Amici and Caramia. We have 5 children, 3 older boys, with Pauline and Pammy as the younger ones. So both Pauline and Pammy loved going to Rosehill, even if they had to wake up so early in the morning. I remember it was so difficult for them, yet they would wake up bright and fresh and in time to catch their carpool with other girls, as they really look forward to going to school. Both of them had many great friends through the years in Rosehill, which have remained to be good friends up to this very day. And they both feel that Rosehill has really played a very important part in making them the kind of people they are today. For Pauline, she feels that having a mentor to guide her and support her through the years is really valuable. She's very thankful to Gina Rama for being such a great mentor, but not only a mentor, but also a good friend. And they've maintained this friendship up to today. Pauline has been into so many schools, both in the US and in Spain. And it's only in Rosehill where she really found this kind of warmth and guidance that she found in her mentor. But not only her mentor, also all the teachers. Her best was Family Day. I remember she has so many fond memories of Family Day. It was her favorite time of the year, and she, together with all her barcadas, looked forward to this great day. This is where she learned to love to dance and cheer. As a matter of fact, she developed into such a great dancer, performing in competitions in the US. She even eventually took up dance as a minor in her university course. She finished education and even finished her master's in special education, but she never stopped dancing. Up to today, she still loves to dance, and it all started in Rosehill. Pammy has a special affection to Rosehill. You see, when when she was 9 years old, we discovered that she had a tumor in her foot that needed surgery and special chemotherapy treatment. It was really tough on her. It was tough for all of us in the family. Well, after spending 10 years in Rosehill, we decided to leave for the US for Pammy's treatment. We didn't know how long we would be there. So when we left, there was a big despedida for Pammy. And in the school, everybody was literally in tears to see Pauline and Pammy go. But Pammy felt very close to her classmates. As a matter of fact, the entire Rosehill community kept praying for her through the years. She had several surgeries, a lot of chemotherapy treatments. But what kept her going, what kept her strong, was really the prayers that she felt from her friends and her community in Rosehill. Well, thanks to all their prayers and a special devotion that Pammy had to Blessed Alvaro, her treatment finally worked out. And thank God, the tumor stopped. And so when that happened, we decided to move back to Manila. We were gone for 8 years. And when we returned to Manila, I felt that Pammy would have a difficult time adjusting. When she left, she was only grade 3, and now she was on her 4th year high school, graduating and catching up with the rest of the class. But Pammy had such an easy time adjusting going back, despite the number of years we were spending in the US. I would say thanks to Gina Rama, her teachers, and mostly her very good friends, her faithful friends, that helped her adjust to go back. As a matter of fact, she even graduated her high school with honors. So Pammy still sees her Rosehill Barkada as her very closest friends up to today. And she has many different Barkadas, from college, from US, from professionals, but there's nothing like her Rosehill friends. Pauline is still in touch with Gina Rama. She sees her every time she comes to Manila. And her closest friend is her classmate, Josine Tense, who now lives in Canada. They both studied in Rosehill. Both Pauline and Pammy did very well in college. Pauline finished special education in Chapman University as her master's, and Pammy finished business management in Ateneo. I noticed that Rosehill girls do very well in the university and continue to do well even as professionals. I also know that many vocations have come out of Rosehill, whether students, parents, even teachers. It's such amazing apostolic work being done in Rosehill. So I really see Rosehill as not only great in academics, but personal formation and character development as well. As a parent, I found Rosehill to be warm and friendly. Many of the parents that were there were very accommodating and flexible. It really made you feel like part of a family. It's so different from the other big schools that we all know of. As a parent in Rosehill, during the early years, we put a lot of time and energy in supporting and building the school. But so many other parents had that same feeling. And many people had this sense of, to my mind, ownership of Rosehill. It was contagious. And it was for these reasons that when I was invited, I readily accepted the offer to join the board as first the vice chairman and soon after as a chairman. I found Rosehill families to be very simple, sincere, and down to earth. There were a few exceptions, but the majority of the parents were very good, easy to get along with, no pretense. One thing I noticed in the family activities in school also were that the parents who were going there had very few yayas, which was very different from many other schools. I guess the many parenting programs that were given in Rosehill were very effective. As chairman, in my early years, I was a very hands-on person. I guess I played a key role in even hiring the MANCOM members, the board members, and many of the even key teachers. I visited the school regularly. We built the gym, perimeter wall, the high school building, the temporary chapel, a lot of the labs. Everything was growing year by year, and there were so many activities. I attend almost all the parenting activities, the open houses, the family days, Christmas parties, graduation ceremonies, and these were kinder, grade school, high school. Also, all the fundraisers. We had golf tournaments, movie premieres, concerts, plays, etc. But I never got tired of working and spending time in Rosehill. I guess I really enjoyed the company and also had this sense of ownership. We always felt committed to see the school grow and develop. Rosehill was like family to me. I used to give all the schools in again. I used to give all the kids in school ice cream on my birthday, something they'll always remember. When I left as chairman in 2005, when we moved to the States, I still felt very close to Rosehill. We were in touch regularly. Everybody wanted to know how Pammy was doing, and so we were in constant communication. I maintained good relationships with everyone in Rosehill, and I was still working side by side with the new chairman at that time, Gina Angko. Well, overall, we're so grateful to Rosehill and all that you've done for Pauline and Pammy to make them what they are today. I'm also so grateful for the opportunity to have been able to help and grow and serve and develop the Rosehill School and the community as well. Since I've left Rosehill as chairman, I've seen a lot of developments. Of course, I've seen the completion of the new chapel building. Looks great. Pammy was in her last year in high school when that was completed. Of course, now we see the new arts and science building going up. I've seen all the organization changes as well. New MANCOM, new board, new chaplain. But still, in spite of all the changes, Rosehill still has its warmth. And I still feel very comfortable with the people, the community, the teachers, the parents. In the future, what do I hope for Rosehill? Well, I see Rosehill as being the leading girls' school in that part of Metro Manila, the Northeast. Definitely the leading girls' school. Also, I would say leadership in the whole PAREF North cluster. I find Rosehill to be, I guess, the most mature school in that cluster. So that includes Northfield and all the preschools that are nearby. I see Rosehill as, well, a school that maintains very high academic standards and personal formation standards as well. What I'd also like to see is a continuous development and enhancement in the area of sports, dance, and music. I find extracurricular really good in the development of character, and I think Rosehill has so much potential in this area. I also see Rosehill as continuously developing and producing vocations. So this combination of great academics, great extracurricular activities, and a lot of vocations will definitely make great leaders for the future. And this is how I see Rosehill, school that develops leaders for the future. Another thing that I'd like to see really is a good faculty development program, including succession planning. There's nothing like building the school with great teachers. After all, the school, the teachers make up the school. And there's nothing like coming out with a very strong, robust development program for teachers. I also think that we should develop our compensation and package for the management, the teachers, and the staff to be the best in the industry. I really think that we owe it to them, to all of you, in Rosehill to come out with really the best possible compensation and benefits package for all that you do for the community of Rosehill. Of course, I'm also looking forward to a stronger, more robust development in the mentoring program. I think mentoring is a key strength of PAREF as a whole. And I see that that has always been Rosehill's strength. So I continuously see development here, and I really want to see a more robust development program in the area of mentoring. Overall, I see Rosehill as a class in itself, world class in education and in development. And overall, from a PAREF point of view, I see Rosehill as a solid rock in the development of the entire PAREF community. Because what we really want to see is a stronger PAREF brand. And the stronger PAREF brand comes from the individual schools working together as one. In the long run, we are stronger if we all move together as one. I think PAREF can be the leading education brand in the country, and Rosehill playing a key role in making that brand significant in the area where it's operating. I also see maybe a PAREF alumni association, a stronger, more united, that helps develop not only the school, but also the community around it. So those are, I guess, my hopes, my dreams, and I'm almost sure that you're on your way to another 30 years of greatness. So I continue to hope and pray for the continuous development and growth of Rosehill, its parents, faculty, students, and community. I'm so grateful for all that Rosehill has done for me and my family, and I want to wish you all congratulations on this great milestone, your 30th anniversary. Congratulations, and wishing you all the best. Thank you.
As we move on from this 30th year anniversary and into the years to come, let us never forget what Rosehill truly stands for. This has been perfectly encapsulated by our Student Council President, Mai De Castro, in her video, Ano ba ang produktong PAREF Rosehill?
Ano ba ang produktong PAREF Rosehill? Ito ba ay ang mga proyekto ng paaralan? School fairs, mga dula, mga camp out, family day, mga food sales, mga fun run, gamit or damit na nagpapakita ng pagkakailanlan ng paaralan? Ito ba ang produktong PAREF Rosehill? Sa aking opinyon, higit pa dyan ang kahulugan nito. Ang produktong PAREF Rosehill ay ang mga mag-aaral, ang mga tao sa likuran ng lahat ng matagumpay na proyektong ito, at ang mga tao na nagbigay konsepto, nagbigay ng oras at panahon, pagod at puyat para sa tagumpay ng mga plano at proyekto. Siya, at siya. Lahat sila. Sa simulain, karamihan sa atin ay tahimik, mahiyain, at may taglay na takot. Ika nga di makabasag pinggan ang turing sa mga estudyanteng baguhan. Nung ako'y pumasok sa paaralang ito, ako ay talagang nanibago. Tinatanong ko ang sarili ko kung ako'y karapat-dapat dito. Mula sa isang munting paslit na pilit na gustong matuto, inoobserbahan ang bagong kapaligiran at mga tao. Dito ako nakikita ng aking mga ate na naging inspirasyon, tiningalaan, hinangaan at aking naging modelo. Sila ang nagbukas sa aking isipan na kung gusto mong maging mabuting pinuno ay dapat maging mabuting tagapaglingkod. Ito ang tumatak sa aking isipan. Sa tulong ng aking mga guro at kapwa mag-aaral, kasama ang taimtim na dasal at inspirasyon galing kay Santo Jose Maria Escriva na nagsabing, gawin ang ordinaryong trabaho higit sa ordinaryong paraan at ialay ang ating araw-araw na gawain sa Diyos. Ako din ay namulat sa katagang I lead, I serve. Do Publiko, servyo. Mamuno, magsilbi. Na naging daan upang aking pamunuan ang kinatawan ng mga mag-aaral, ang Student Council. Dahil sa alaga, kalinga at kaalaman na inukit ng ating mahal na paaralan, dahan-dahan tayong nagpalit anyo, kagaya ng isang uod na naging paru-paro. Hinubog ng Rosehill ang ating kaalaman at buong katauhan, at unti-unting sumibol ang lumang ikaw at naging bago, mas umusbong at mas bumango. Parang isang rosa sa gitna ng tuyong hardin, hinubog, binago, naging mas mabuting tao at mayaman ang pagkatao. At balang araw ay ipagmamalaki hindi lang ng paaralang ito, kundi ng mas malawak na pamayanan na kanyang ginagalawan. Siya ay magiging mahalagang instrumento sa ikauunlad ng kinabukasan, na may malasakit sa isip, salita at gawa. Ito ang produktong PAREF Rosehill.
This has been the 30th anniversary celebration of PAREF Rosehill School. I am Audrey Castillo, here to thank you all for joining us in this momentous occasion. Now, let us all sing our Rosehill Alma Mater hymn.